Hello friends, welcome back to a new episode of the Cheesiest Man Alive. And the Cheesiest Man Alive is I, it's your boy Harstem, coming right at you with a new video. Today we're starting off against none other than Cyclone, a French Protoss player, a professional French Protoss player, who is much above my MMR. I'm surprised I managed to find him on the ladder. And he's going to be quite sad that he found me on the ladder, because we have something absolutely phenomenal prepared here, of course. I think we're going to go for a cheeky little... maybe just a little bit of a Cyclone rush. Maybe we'll just... Ooh. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. Yes, we're going to go for a Cyclone rush. Just a... but not necessarily super all-in. No, actually, yes. Very super all-in. I'm not sure why I pretended like it wasn't going to be super all-in. No, we're going to send these Cyclones in as hard as we can, for sure. That's what life is all about at the end of the day, you know? Just making sure that things go wrong for the Protoss. Building Cyclones. That's what I want to do in my life. Just gonna start here right away with a Marine rather than with a Reaper. Now people might look at it and think to themselves, hey, that looks like a mistake, Harstem. And yeah, that's actually maybe true, but also maybe not true. Yeah, there were a lot of words that didn't mean anything. Let me send this back. Let's build a factory over here as well. Probably want to send this bad boy in. Start a reactor on this thing. Did he recall? No, he did recall. This 50 energy he's never getting back. Should have just let that probe die. This is not going to be a macro game, so you don't need that worker anyway. Don't worry about it, buddy. Actually, should get some depot killing here. I was also thinking... oh, actually, let me try something new. I had something new in my head prepared already, which sounded really cool. So, whenever we see these Cyclone builds being played, what does everyone do? One factory Cyclones, second factory Cyclones. And I was thinking to myself, why? And I realized that the reason is because Terrans, they have no creativity. These guys, they're as brain dead as they come. We can say it here, we're all amongst Protoss and Zerg players, people that manage to open Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox or whatever browser you're using. You know, we're different. We can think, we can figure things out. And I was thinking to myself, what if I just open up with a bunch of Cyclones and then kind of contain my opponent and then get tanks from a second factory? This sounds wild, and you might even think that this sounds bad. And I don't know. I actually don't know. So this is an experiment. And usually when I experiment with things, it goes very well. I'm known for my successful experiments. It's really one of the many things that I'm known for. Experiment Harstem is what my friends always called me back in high school, because I ran so many experiments. Oh, there goes Harstem again with his test tubes and the experiments. God, what a guy. It's a true story. Experimentstem is what they called me as well. It's the nickname Harstem and Experiment together. They weren't very creative, but they all were Terran players, obviously. Let's see. So we have our first tank out right now. What does he have out? Well, he has an adept. And he has quite a bit of crap out here as well. Oh, come on, buddy. Did I start my next... yeah, I did start my next one. I also need to start building some Marines from here, I think. I want to send this one just a little bit further out. Oh, this is just going well, isn't it? I actually wonder if this can work now. Should we pull some boys as well? Let's just pull some boys, huh? Let's just pull some boys. We're just gonna continue rallying these tanks further and further forward. I can't believe no Terran has ever played this before. This, to me, makes so much sense, because the weakness of the Cyclone is Blink Stalkers and Immortals, and that's exactly what tanks are strong against. So, really, this just makes a lot of sense to me. It really does just make a lot of sense. I mean, he doesn't have anything here right now, which also doesn't make a whole lot of sense. He's planning on winning, which I assume he was. Yeah, he just searched for a game at the wrong time. It's all I can tell you, my friends. It's all I can tell you. I have a new tank coming in, right? Yeah. From here on out, we're just going to be building pure Cyclones. We don't need any more tanks. We have 3 tanks already. It's all we really need. But he's going to try and blink in right now. He's going to try and take the high ground as well, because that's where the next thing's going to be. It could actually be that it's DTs, by the way. I hadn't thought of that, but I think it's going to try and respond with DTs here. So I'm just going to take these things out, make sure I don't scan again. Oh, he goes for a recall as we speak. Kind of frustrating, not gonna lie. Oh, this is also frustrating for him, I can only imagine. I bet it's DTs. I'd be shocked if it's not DTs, actually. Hell, I'd be very shocked. More than just regular shocked. Let's get one of these out here. I was gonna try to go back into the main base. Yeah, anything but DTs right now would actually uber shock me. I can't believe how easy this went. This race truly does play itself, doesn't it? What the hell? This is a sick build. I can't believe I just invented it at the start of this game. I was gonna proxy 2 factory Cyclone. This makes so much more sense. This build is sick. Because I can just for free shoot at the gateways. If they build gates in the wall, they die. If they don't build gates in the wall, then they stay alive. It hits so fast. Look at the timing of that tank. Holy cow. This build is legit busted. This guy beats me in PvP all the time. What time's that tank out? This is before Blink is finished. 2 tanks are out before Blink is finished. Just wrap your tiny little brains around that, Terran players. Holy crap, this is Busto. I have so many units. Warp gate barely done. Well, for the past minute. If they build their buildings in the wall, I think the game just ends. Like, it legit just... This was crazy good. This actually was crazy. I can't believe it. I made this myself. This is mine. Eat that, Terran players with the small brains. Let's hop into our next game. What the hell? What the hell? Now I play against DNS. Another professional French Protoss player. Oh, man. The French are really gonna get it today. You think maybe they're like boot camping or something. Shadowne gave up. Imagine they're boot camping right now, sitting next to each other. Shadowne gave up. DNS making fun of him. Ah, minus 40 points. Ah, you noob. You know, or then in French, du noob. You lost. Wait, du is German, isn't it? Tu noobel. Tu noobel. You are so trash at this game. Let me show you how it's done. Oh, instant scout. That's kind of hot. That's kind of cool. What the hell are we doing here, Chief? What the hell are we doing here? What the hell are we waiting for? After me, there shall be no more. Ah. I like these instant scouts, you know that? I've been a fan of this. I don't play it myself, but I appreciate it. I appreciate the, you know, just how artistic it is. And how good it is. This is a powerful build, a fast scout, and you can often block the barracks for a little bit, delay it from building. I think this generally is good for TOS as well. I once did the calculations. Now, I wasn't great at math, but in my mind it was good for TOS. So, make it out what you will. Good for TOS. That's just how it is. Okay, so we're just gonna proxy. And I hope he forgot that I just sent out a worker. This is not going well. This is not going well. Okay, well, whatever. We're just gonna send it here. The thing is, he can't really fight for it. You know, like, what's he gonna do? Send a stalker there? That's risky. I'm gonna have Cyclones out. You know that. I know that. The question is, does DNS know that? I don't know. Can't look into his mind. A dumb question to ask, my friends. I don't think I can actually... Oh my god. I'm gonna have to lift that later. That's for sure. That's for sure. I'm gonna have to lift that later. Just gonna send my Marine over in case he decides to fight it. Okay, come on. Let's go. Let's go, Harstem. Build some crap. Let's go, Harstem. This build isn't whack. Let's go, Harstem. It's just great. Let's go, Harstem. Okay, just gonna send these... I'm gonna have to lift it. I thought I could just build it down here and be completely fine, but I guess that's just not true. So now we're gonna lose quite a bit of time on that. That was silly by me. That really was a blunder, as the Brits would say. A massive blunder. God, I wish I spoke British. Such a good language. Oh, you have 2 Cyclones out. That happens so fast, doesn't it? That happens so freaking fast. I bet he's scouting around with a probe or something. A little loser. Typical loser move, scouting around with a probe. Yeah, absolute prick. I wonder what happens if he plays... if he plays what, Harstem? Finish your sentence. If he plays Stargate. I mean, the plan here for me is very simple, right? It's very simple. This is one of the simplest plans man has ever seen. Is I'm just gonna... Oh, yeah, he's at some point he's gonna finish that shake. You know it. I know it. We know it. Okay, here we go. Here we go again. Na, 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 na. And then we shop. Da, 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 da. It will be divine. Like, I've never seen this. This really tells you everything about the intellect of the average Terran player, if you ask me. Like, how have we never seen this build? Because it makes too much sense. Terran players, they can't think. That's the problem for Terran players. This is something they've been struggling with for generations. This thing is gone. And then look, it's almost as if this build was created by God himself, okay? You know why? It's because the moment my next tank arrives, it's exactly the moment I want to start moving forward. It's really... It's uncanny. It's uncanny, I tell you. I'm just going to split them up a little bit. Oh, he actually used the super. He used the super here. Super battery. So I'm afraid of DTs right now. That's for sure. I'm afraid of DTs, that's for sure, you know. He's gonna jump in at some point. That's also for sure. Yeah, there we go. It's gonna go. This shouldn't work, though. Because... Look at the Frenchies next to each other. This doesn't make any sense. This is so busted. This is so 44 points. Come to papa. Yeah. Very easy. Next? Next? Why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh my god. This is insane. Up next we're fighting against Alaton here, who's also a Protoss player. So we get to play the build one more time. But he's a significantly worse player than the other two. That's not because Alaton sucks. He's a Grandmaster player. But the other two were just very, very good. Alaton is, I think, maybe like rank 140 or so in the Grandmaster League. So should be easier, but sometimes actually harder to fight against players that are lower MMR because they don't play as greedy. High-level players play very greedy. They play on the edge of what they believe is, you know, is still viable. While you see with lower-level players, they're often not quite as optimized. I feel like I'm giving such a big amount of info away every single time. Whenever I do this type of play, whenever I go for this scout or whatever this really is. I mean, it's obviously not a scout. It feels like it's too obvious what I'm doing here. It feels like it's way too obvious. I'm not a fan of that. No, we should just let him go out, I think. Just gonna finish my Mariner. My Marina. Classic Mariner. See what he's up to. So if he opens up, I feel like the worst case scenario would be if they open up with really just a robotics facility, because Immortals are very powerful against everything I have, but maybe the tank is gonna be good enough against that, because usually with Cyclones the Immortal is an absolute hard counter, but if you have tanks, is that still true? I don't know. I legit don't know. This is not like find out in the next episode and then this is a cliffhanger. I already know the answer and you guys are just sitting there waiting like some pricks. No, I actually have no clue. This is like I literally thought of this build during the first game that I played it. I'm still proud of it. When I think of it, it just shows, you know, quick-witted. That's what I am today, at least. Put my hood correct. Wasn't nice. I hate it when the hood of people is incorrect. I usually always fix it for them. Well, as long as they're my friends. I don't go up to random people on the street like, hey, your hood is... Like, when it's, like, facing the wrong way, it absolutely triggers the crap out of me. Or when it's turned inside out, like, oh... It just feels completely wrong. I actually, just looking at it, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. So I always fix it for people. It's really something I'm known for. The hood fixer. The fixer Fixer of hoods. That's what I do best. Alright, let's start moving out here. I'm also very good at killing Protoss players. That's the other thing I'm known for. Protoss players don't like that quite as much. I should probably just be building depots with this guy, by the way. I just realized. Seems to make a whole lot more sense. So we can get, I think, 2 Cyclones. I'm not sure if I can afford 2 and then steal the tank as well. Or if I need to build 1. I think I need to build 1. Yeah, 1. And then here the tank. Maybe I just get a Hellion then? Or just wait. Yeah, just wait a little bit. Maybe it's not so bad to wait a little bit every now and again, eh, Harstem? What about that, son? What about that? Okay, here we go. No, almost had him. Dude, he's really confused right now. How is this even possible? I feel like I'm going in too fast here, which would actually be quite bad. I need to be careful not to go in too fast. It's absolutely key. Ooh. It's getting these guys, huh? Let me grab a couple of boys then. Maybe just more Cyclones is the actual answer here. No, isn't it possible that that's just the actual answer here? More Cyclones? It is possible. I'm just gonna get more Cyclones. Maybe versus Phoenixes, I don't know. I don't think I need more actually. It sounds correct. Well, he has anti-air or anti-ground. I have anti-ground and anti-air. He's trying his best to kill me. This is actually some nice lift. I'm not gonna lie. The problem here for him really is that he doesn't have enough to actually kill my stuff, which is now gonna be a serious issue. I'm so glad I didn't build more Cyclones, by the way. I'm glad that this is a tank that now just arrived here to the front. Now the rest from here on out is all going to tank. This was a cool hold, or a cool potential hold. Doesn't feel so bad, to be honest. Actually, feels quite strong. Is he getting charged or something? Oh no, he just has one of these. Hey, it's allowed. It's not against the law, that's for sure. I think maybe I needed like a bunker or something. Oh, no idea. That's pretty wild. Oh, he's dealing a lot of damage. He's dealing a lot of damage. So am I. I think I won the game. Yeah, 3-0. Poof! It's like 3 5-minute games. Oh, this was the hardest one. This is the hardest one. Stalker Phoenix is a non-composition, is a non-opener. He went for it. It almost worked. But almost isn't quite good enough. As we get the W, climbing on the ladder. We're just gonna keep going here, my dear friends. Just gonna keep going. All GG's, by the way, as well, which is fantastic, of course. I love seeing that type of stuff. Alright, next one. Oh, we got Aluton for a second time. I don't actually want to risk this build for a second time against the same player. So we're not gonna do it. I feel like we have something good going here. I don't want to ruin it by playing it twice against Aluton. It would really ruin the vibe of this episode. So we're gonna pretend like we're doing the same thing and then we're not. And that should really get him good. That would make me happy. Maybe I should full wall, by the way. I was thinking of that just now in the break. Well, if I wanted to full wall, that plan has now died because I didn't build my barracks on the correct location. But whatever. It is what it is. What are we gonna do then? There's a build that I saw Gumiho play against Max Packs a little while ago, which is really cute because it's like I like all-ins, like layered all-ins. Yeah, I like layered cakes as well. So I think that's where it comes from. My love for layered all-ins. It just feels right. Just things with layers are good in general. Onions, ogres, speckhook. Just things with layers generally are quite nice. And that's what this all-in is as well. It's absolutely a layered. I'm not even sure if I call it an all-in. It's a heavy pressure, perhaps. Heavy pressure, you know? Really very heavy pressure, where if we don't kill our opponent, we're dead. So yeah, I guess all-in would pretty much cover the load accurately. I think I'll keep 2 in gas, actually. That feels somewhat correct as well. What is this guy up to, though, with this worker, huh? He's pissing me off, that's what he's doing. I hate it when people do this, pissing me off. So we're gonna start with 4 Reapers. Do I have enough gas for that? I think I barely have enough. Oh, he recalled. Oh, he can't count. That reactor wasn't even done yet. He just stuck to the standard timings. It's like I'm playing against an AI that just knows that you need to recall at the 2-minute mark so that you don't get killed by the Reaper. But I went reactor before Reaper. He's not Not a very sophisticated AI yet. Ay. ChatGPT 0.3. It's one of the earlier models. Hate to see it. Hate to see it being abused in StarCraft like that. So basically what I'm doing here really is basic stuff, right? So we're just going to get 2 little Reapers out. I'm just going to poke with these. Just a tiny little poke. Nothing crazy. And then we get another car as well. And then we follow it up with a starport over here. Look how well this build fits, by the way. It's not to brag, but kind of to brag. I actually want to see if I can jump up there. That's intense to show. It's always good to make Protoss players remember that you can take him down from multiple angles, you know? It's like he needs to know that he's vulnerable. He needs to know that he's being watched. Okay, so we're just going to pretend like we're going up there. In reality, I have no such, no such dreams of going up there. We're just going to actually just... Ooh, can I kill that? I think I can actually. Oh, that went surprisingly well for him. This went surprisingly poor for him. So this is the first layer. Usually you win the game with the first layer, you know? It's like who finishes an entire layer of cake? No, not Alufon, I don't think so. It seems like a wild thing to happen, at least. Finishing an entire layer of cake. You know, you gotta be a different type of species for that. So, you know, he had quite a bit of cake already. And when I come out with the second serving, I'm fully expecting him to fold. You know, like, oh, just had a lot of cake already there. A lovely cake, and you know, great baking skills or great buying skills. Really, who bakes cakes when you can just buy them in the shop? It's such a stupid concept of baking stuff yourself. Makes no sense to me. This is the case with most things. Like, why would you do something yourself? You should buy it. It's like paper clips. Can you imagine folding your own paper clips? How much work that is? You can buy them basically for free. One of my mates was a paperclip folder at the factory. God, that was one hell of a job. Oh, just thinking of that. That did not spark joy, that job, let me tell you. That job did not spark joy at all. What is he doing, though? Does this spark joy? I guess we're following this up with another all-in, right? Yeah. Layers, my friends, layers. Like an ogre. Oh, what's this? It's also layers. Layers of bad moves. That was the first one. I hope he's in upstairs here. No, he ain't. Oh, now he is. Ugh. Ooh, this doesn't look so good anymore for us. We might have been getting owned here, to be honest. We might just be getting owned. But we are clearing a lot of phoenixes, which is a good thing. We're also going to perhaps clear this. No, we're not going to clear anything else. Let's move back, guys. We're done here. This didn't go great, guys. I thought this was a bunker for some reason. Can't remember turning this into... Oh well, it is what it is. Not a crime. It's a weird position for an eBay as well. It's obvious that was supposed to be something else, you know? So when he inevitably wins this game, he can... he understands that this was supposed to be a bunker. He'll look at that and be like, oh, this game doesn't really count as a win, Harstem, does it? Like, no, it doesn't. He's like, alright. I give you your MMR. And he gives my MMR. He flames me, so I also have a thumbnail. It's the one thing that the people that always flame me when I'm doing the cheesiest in my life, they don't realize. But they're paying for my mortgage with these thumbnails. It's unbelievable. You love to see it. A little bit of flame makes my day. Oh, thank you, good sir. Love to see it. Love to see it. Another medevac. I think we're gonna pull boys. This is the only thing that I do now. The boys are being pulled. Should just get... let's get a third base. This is a fake third base. I don't think he will buy it, to be honest. Maybe he's gonna fold it himself. Paperclip. Yeah, this doesn't feel like he's gonna buy this third. It feels so fake, you know? It's like, really, you're gonna build your third base right in front of my face? Baiting me out? He's like, yeah, that's indeed what I'm gonna do. Probably should have split these workers a bit better across the bases. See if I can deny some vision from my opponent, but so far so good. Well, when are these things finishing up, huh? Oh, wow. He actually doesn't have that many units. Oh, that base also isn't mining anymore. Or isn't building. It never was mining, because it hasn't finished yet. It would be wild if that base was mining, I don't know why. Ooh, bad force fields. Got 2 SCVs. Almost had him there. Did get him now. Oh no. Layers, my friends, layers. Is he here? Is he in the room with you right now? I'm obviously talking about the observer. I'm obviously talking about the observer. I need to send these guys back, honestly. I just loaded up a bunch of SCVs as well, which is not something I appreciate myself doing. I wonder if I can kill this thing. I definitely can. Here, I also want to kill some of these. Kill this, kill this. I didn't actually kill the...
Not enough minerals. Somebody, get me out of this mess. Mineral field.
Come on, please. This is looking good. SCVs going back in. Maybe a drop in this space. Like, we are obviously lacking SCVs. I'm not pretending like we're not, okay? We're definitely lacking SCVs. We're lacking a lot of things right now. But also, we did deal a lot of damage, didn't we? Unload some SCVs. Any more in here? Yeah, 2 more. Go back home, boys. You did a good job. We're all proud of you. Now it's time to go back home to the families, alright? Alright, guys. Back it up. So this was the... this was the 3rd layer of the cake. Yeah, 1 more in there. Beautiful. Now the 4th layer. This is the one with the cherry. The cherry on top of the cake. A layer cake with a cherry on top. I'm not sure if that's how layer cakes work. I don't think it actually is. What? Why do my units deal so little damage? That makes no sense. He has a Void Ray? Who hurt him in his life? I guess my drops did. Fair enough. Definitely fair enough. I don't have so many medevacts anymore, which actually does worry me a little bit. Just gonna need to boost home. Oh, that seems like a darn mistake there, my dear friend. That seems like a darn mistake. Yeah. You thought you were... Oh. You think I can just chase him? Yeah, definitely. I mean, I can definitely chase him. This is not really a question even. The question is, can I win the chase? And the answer to that also seems to be, well, yes. Pretty much yes. Most definitely yes. Does he not have any upgrades? Oh, he has no units. He has no upgrades. Ghost carry. Yeesh! Where's my my hotkey for the mine? I think we're still absolutely fine here. But we need to actually be careful. We need to actually be very careful. So the issue here isn't so much that he has great tech, because he doesn't. It's just the fact that he has an army that he can A-move, which is scary for me. And we're going to get some Liberators as well. Liberators are underrated in the pre-Liberator range phase. Actually underrated. People they don't think about them. The other day I was playing against the Terran. I'm not going to say who. But on one of the standard maps, he found a new Liberator spot without range, where you can just block the fort base. I was looking at it, I was thinking to myself, that is very broken. And it was very broken indeed. Oh, that also was broken, I didn't have time to cancel here. probably because I responded too slow, but that also was way too big of a stim. I didn't need that entire army to stim. Just needed a portion of that army to stim. Does he have this fort? He doesn't. Oh, come on, you're such a prick. Leave me alone, dude. Holy cow. You wake me up inside like the 4th of July. Whenever you're around. So this is one of my favorite things to do. Is what was I gonna say? Oh, it's just sending in a random liberator. And the reason why this is so funny to do is because this really upsets Protoss players. So you just go, yeah, make it move a bit, and then in the middle of a fight, hopefully, you don't really have to think about it anymore, you know? It's gonna work by itself pretty much. That's the plan here. I need way more ghost. Let's face facts. Let's face facts. He still doesn't have anything. Do you think there's ghost in there? Or High Templar? If there was ghost in there, this guy would be uber cheating. Imagine 3 ghosts pop out there. He just EMPs all of my medevacs. I'm like, what the hell? This is possible. Like, it just arrived. I sieged it up in the wrong spots. Actually had to multitask my multitask. You hate to see it. You actually hate to see it. Oh no, I feel so bad about that. Dude, if that had just gone right immediately from the very start, that would have been an epic attack. I hate how often this type of stuff happens to me. I feel like I'll just end up being the clown that just walks into stuff every time. I just do physical comedy. It's like I'm trying to be a pro gamer here, and you guys, good old Harstem again with walking into the door frame. It's like, well, that's not actually what I want. It just happens, you know? Guy's got a comedic genius. Look at that. Liberator sieged up there for 5 minutes doing nothing. I'm sorry, guys. It's actually my skill level. Oh God, you're being pretty mean right now. I'm not a huge fan of it. Probably want some extra, huh?
Mineral field completed.
So I have some mines here, which is going to be great.
Not enough minerals.
Oh, there's a big one. Why did I burrow these over there? Oh, whatever. Does he have any upgrades yet on his units, or is he just bumming around here? He's still kind of bumming around, isn't he? Yeah, big defense for sure.
Under attack.
I feel like we're not doing well at all. I have a good feeling about losing this game. I'm not gonna lie. Goodness, no, wait. Let me send 2 home that actually have a lot of damage on them. I mean, we have kind of ruined this, haven't we?
Command center upgrade complete.
We have kind of ruined this. I want tech labs on here. I bet he's gonna go for another run by at some point. But you can feel that, you know? He's definitely a run buyer.
Mineral field.
He loves to run by. I bet there's TTs coming in soon. Oh my god, what did I say? Couple of snipies. Oh my god, I wasn't paying attention. Lost my entire army here for free. Need to pop these 2. Yeah. Okay, picked one up. Not the end of the world. Surely. Huh?
Upgrade complete.
Do I want some Vikings? Maybe some lips. We'll get some lips in this army.
Mineral field depleted.
It's not going well, my dear friends. It's not going well. He just keeps sending units in. I bet he has some gateways there. To the man with the hammer, everything looks like a nil. To the man with a gateway on the left side, everything feels like an opportunity. I swear there's a gateway here. Or like a... Yeah, it has to be a gateway, actually. Or a pylon. He has something here. There's a reason why they're all coming through this angle. Nowhere else. Wait, am I wrong? We're thinking that we could be something for real. Yeah. Oh, he actually doesn't have anything there. That shocks me. He has poor upgrades, though. Let me just cancel that. I don't need it. Oh, he has a... Kind of has something here, though. Kind of has something here. Oh, look at his mine. Oh. Wait, am I attacking the wrong unit here, or what the heck? Oh. No way. No way this is correct, right? Ah, we absolutely win this game. Now it's truly over. It was over before, and now it's truly over. This is the most over it could have been. Really wonder what I want to do though. Dude, I'm so nervous. This is such an epic game now. Let's do some classic triple Liberator harassment. Let's not. That plan has now been officially cancelled. Let's actually just do it like this. Queue up 3 at the same time. Always a high tier move. Love to see it. Come on, attack him. Should I just continue rallying my crap over here? Maybe I should, yeah. Oh, he finds one of my lips, but the other 2 they still have. Yeah, oh, is this the beauty of rallying up 3 without looking? Is that you know that at least one of them is going to deal some damage. That's all you really need. Oh, one flew into a cannon. This one almost flew into a cannon. This one got 7 kills. Yeah, we're absolutely fine. Nice. I think so at least, right? Yeah, we have too much stuff. We have too much stuff. No, we actually just won. Oh my god, that was such a rough game. Took so long. GG. Freaking 12 layers on this cake. Aluton was a hungry Protoss player. And I was a hungry Terran as well. I sat there baking the cake and he sat there eating it. And I end with 5.6k MMR and he ends with 5238. And that, my dear friends, is going to be it for this episode of The Cheesiest Man Alive. Thanks all so much for watching. If you did enjoy this episode, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. These builds, they don't make themselves. I have to buy them from other magicians. That costs a lot of money. And the best way to support the channel is to tell me in the comments how great this build was. So if you want to see more tricks like this that I buy at the other magicians, then be sure to send in the comments and hit like. Bye bye.